Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, yeah, we're in a completely different room today. The acoustics might be complete cancer. I have no clue, but I'll try to fix as much as I can in the post-editing process. The reason why I'm in here, I am literally encoding my full-hour magic show, which I'm hoping to upload in the next couple of days. I'm so excited for you guys to see that. Oh, God, I had so much fun. It was amazing. But yeah, the thing I want to talk about today is I do not appreciate being a diversity hire. God, I don't know how any other person could deal with living like that. Like, could you imagine being the what is her name? I'm not even gonna call her by her name. I'm gonna quote Callum from the Lotus Eaters. He just calls her diversity hire.
So we'll enjoy the start of this diversity hire here, and I'm calling her diversity hire for people who don't know, because she was literally picked for being a black woman and nothing else.
I mean, Biden literally said, I'm going to have a black woman.
Yes.
So, okay.
And then did not look at the qualifications of whether or not she was a non-sympathizer and just moved ahead.
There's two of them. There's the John Curry Pierre, whatever the fuck her name is, that just lies incessantly. I get it, that's her job, but my God, her and the Supreme Court person. Yes, so from the jump, she was not qualified for her academics. Also has no idea what a woman is, so. Now, the reason why I want to make this video is because I get a lot of emails asking me to go out and perform for certain places and venues and all this other stuff, leads and shit. Now, the thing that I am fighting with internally is that, one, I don't want to get hired to a place where I don't want to be there. I want it to be advantageous for me and the client, and I want it to be something that is actually something I'm into. Like, I would love to, like, I love doing weddings, I love to perform at like corporate events, but I'm very iffy on like school events because, one, I just think public education should be absolutely abolished. No questions, ifs, ands, or buts. I've read too much material on how terrible the entire system is, and it has to go. Now, with me, that's why I'm just like very like, should I go on advertise that I go to proms and stuff? But that's me fighting with the libertarian within my head. Now, as a libertarian, I could also say that, bro, you could hire whoever you want. You could put signs in your store, whatever, wherever. Like, I don't care if someone has a store that says no blacks allowed. That is absolutely fine with me, because one thing is for sure, I will not shop there. I would convince other people not to shop there. And I don't understand this whole entire mentality of people being really upset that they don't allow this type of person in the store. And it's like, yeah, you could just not go there and give them money. You know, people who would shop there are real pieces of shit, just like the owner, but I will not support a business like that at all. Now, I'm also aware that when people get hired, that there are some type of like things where like race is a component where it matters, kind of like an actor. There's always going to be some type of casting where they need someone with a certain stature, race, eye color, gender, all this other stuff where it makes sense. But for me, like as a magician, I really, really despise it where I have this whole body of work. I've done many, many things. And the one and only thing that a lot of people would just point out, they'll say, oh, hey, we thought about just having a magician of color, which I hate. I hate that terminology so much. For one, people of color and colored people, the exact same thing. And when they say people of color, it's just this weird division that is just like you're either white or you're just this other. And it's just fucking bizarre. I understand we have categories, black, white, Asian, all this other stuff, but it just feels like this weird newspeak, and it's just so gross when it comes out of my mouth. It's just disgusting. Now, I would like to be only seen for my talent. I want people to watch what I do and actually think it's entertaining. Me being black should be the absolute most irrelevant part of anything. The closest that I got to actually thinking about saying yes was that there was a show that was going on in New Hampshire, and they wanted a black magician specifically because there was a black magician from like 100 years ago that was famous in the town, and I was gonna be him and all this other stuff, but our schedules, whatever the shit. Yeah, that was the closest that I was coming to do it. But I got an email a few days ago from a sorority from HBCU, historically black college. Yeah, they say that like, oh hey, yeah, we think a magician of color would be fascinating part of our landscape. That is just bizarre, and it felt really weird with me reading it. But the thing is that like I've been fighting internally is that, okay, yes, it's a college which you could spend more, and this is a college all the way out in Florida, so this would be my first ever gig where I would be flew out, which I would love to do, but honestly I don't know if I would be able to mentally handle it because I am married and I love seeing my wife on a daily basis. But I've traveled and I've done certain things like that, but I think I will be able to handle it. But the thing is that I really, it's just like, okay, do you want to hire me because you've seen my work? Because they don't really say, they don't mention anything in the email saying like how my work is, but it's just like, oh hey, we just thought having a black magician would be cool and we might fly you out. And it's just, it just feels really gross. And yeah, there aren't that many, well, there are black magicians out there, there's not that many. And honestly, I don't understand this whole entire thing of, oh my God, it's always a bunch of old white guys at these conventions. It's like, oh, okay, but if you go to Asia, they're gonna be completely all Asian. If you go to one in Spain, they're all gonna be Spanish. Like, okay, like no shit. And it is so weird at fucking conventions. But yeah, it's just, I want to be seen as my talent first. And plus, with the thing that's going on around the entire country, this whole DEI garbage, this DIE shit, it is going to get people hurt. You're going to get lower quality people. And if I am hired to do an actual gig, now other black people and myself have to be held to a lower standard because you're just gonna you have all these companies going out of the way to get unqualified people just to say, yeah, we hired some jig just to do this goddamn stuff for us. But yeah, I don't know. Am I just being too much of an asshole? Should I just get on my knees, open my mouth, and just take the money? I don't know. Well, this person didn't respond. This is a thing from 4 days ago. That's why I was a bit more comfortable talking about it, because, yeah. Because I try to do the thing where it's like, okay, like, oh, you want to hire me for being a black magician or whatever you call it. Yeah, it's going to be like $3,000 for me to do 15 minutes of work. I don't know, just do something so astronomically insane. Well, for one, it's a gig I don't want to do. And for two, it's just like, okay, like they said no, like whatever. All right, guys. Yeah, that was really it. I just wanted to get that off of my chest. And yeah, I will have my video soon to be uploaded, the full show. But the thing I really, really want to do is that I want to sit down and do a live stream with you guys of me breaking down what I was thinking at the time between each trick, how we set the whole thing up and how it all worked out. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, comment down there. And also let me know what you guys think about this whole diversity hire thing. Is it weird? Is it just unethical? But yeah, that is it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a good one, and peace.